Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, grade 2. How are you all doing? Good? That's very great. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you and welcome to your social studies class. In today's class, we will be starting a new topic basically and a new unit as well. And the name of unit is map reading skills. Okay. What is the name of the unit? It's unit number 6 and the name of the unit is map reading skills. So basically in this unit we will be discussing that what a map is, why do we need a map, what is the information a map give us, and how we can read that information, right? So we'll be discussing all of these things one by one. So let's start with a small activity. I'm going to share the screen with you. I'll be showing you something. You're supposed to identify that what it is. Okay, yes. Can you tell me what is this? It's the map of Pakistan. Wonderful. Excellent. Okay. So what is the information this map is giving us? That what are the areas? Let's say over here, this map is giving the information that over here, Pakistan shares border with Afghanistan. This is the capital of Pakistan, which is Islamabad. Over here, Pakistan share its border with Iran. This is Arabian Sea, and over here, Pakistan share its border with India. Right? If we talk about the other maps, and other maps of Pakistan, they do indicate the different cities. They do indicate the provinces in Pakistan. They do indicate the different small towns. There are some maps in which the ports, different hilly areas, different cities, different towns, everything has been mentioned, right? So it depends upon the category of it or which type of map you are having. So like this map of Pakistan, we have a map of world as well, which tells us, let's say that or at which area or at which site particularly a country is, on how much area that country is located, what are the neighboring countries of that particular country. So through that we get to know about the information of each and everything, right? So in general, now if we talk about that what a map is, can you define it for me? What is a map? Yes, anyone? The map basically gives us an information of an area, right? Like these maps, like the map which I have shown you about the Pakistan, there are maps of your house as well. And this is very important activity. You see, when you plan to make or plan to construct your own house, the very first step is that you are supposed to select a map for it, which is very important, right? Now let's say you have, now it depends upon the plot, how much plot do you have or at which area you want to build your house, and then according to that you make a proper plan. Now basically that map is the plan of your house. Let's say on this side there would be entrance, over here there would be two bedrooms, over here there would be a lawn, over here there would be a kitchen. So this is a map of your house, right? Like we have the map of Pakistan which tells us about that over here Islamabad, then there is this Karachi, then we have Quetta, then we have Peshawar. So similarly the map of your house tells that how many bedrooms do we have, on which direction, where is this big bedroom, where we have a small, where we have a TV lounge, how much sitting area, how long would be a sitting area, what about the kitchen, is it open, is it closed? So the map of a house, basically through that we select that which type of house we wanted, right? And then on that map we build a house for ourselves. Got it? Okay. Now before moving forward, I want you to please let's read this page together so that you get to know more about this. This is page number 61. All of you please open this page, page number 61. Let's have the reading of this page together. This is a picture of the area where I live. It has been taken from the above. Now see, this is the area where Sami lives, and he says that this picture has been taken from the above, and it basically tells us that what type of area it is. This is the map of the same area. This is the picture. In the picture you can see the building, you can see the windows, you can see this greenery. Over here there are two trees, then this is a road and a vehicle is moving. So it gives you the more details of it. Now this is a map of this particular area. Now in this, the map is just showing you that how would be the picture of it. The map would not be indicating the much minor details, like over here there would be a window, two vehicles are passing the road, similarly a one person is walking the street, then we have this. But a picture captures the real time scenarios, that whatever is happening at that particular time when the picture has been taken, right? But the map does not include all of these details. So if we talk about the map is of the, it gives the same information as the picture above, but in a simplified way. Now what does simplified means? Way means that over here you can see that this picture, we can see the windows, we can see the small details as well. Let's say if somebody is standing in the balcony, the picture which captured that as well. But when we will make a map of it, we will not be making a man in the balcony, we will not be making the cars on the roads, right? We just want to show the map, that how that particular area looks like. So this is known as the map of an area. And what is the difference between the map and a picture? That a map is more like a picture, but it gives us the simplified information to us. Got it? Okay, now in order to understand this in a better way, I'm going to show you some pictures of the maps. I'm sharing the screen. Show me a thumbs up if it is visible to you or not, okay? Is it visible? Excellent. Look at this picture. A boy has made this map of his area basically. Now, in the map, you can see that he has randomly made a road, right? Then he has randomly made some houses that the area would look like this. Then he has randomly made some trees, some flower plants, etc., etc., right? Now, this is not similar to, this is much similar to the original picture of this area, but it is not giving us the small details of it, right? It has included a lot. Let's say over here there is this fire, over here there are shades, then we have the road, we have apple trees, we have forest trees, and he has over here give you the map keys as well, that let's say this tree shows us the forest tree, and this is an apple tree, this is a flower garden. So where this picture has been drawn, this mean that it indicates that particular thing, right? So he has included a lot details in this map, but still it has missed a lot of details which could be captured in a picture. When you take the picture, and let's say I want to take a picture of my area, or if you want to take a picture of your home or your area wherever you belong, when you take the picture, you can capture whatever is happening at that time in that area. If somebody is walking the street, that would be captured in the picture. If a car is parked over there, that would be captured. If a child is flying a kite on his rooftop, he would also be captured in the picture, right? But similarly, when you will later on, when you will make a map of that particular area in your book or in a rough register, you will not be including that details. You will not suppose that maybe this time a boy would be flying a cat, so let's make a boy over here. You will not be drawing the cars in front of the houses. You will not be drawing a man who would be crossing the street. So all of these things are included in a picture, but they are not included in a map. So what do a map basically tells us? A map gives us the information about a particular area, that how that area looks like on a general basis. Got it? Okay, now what I want you is, what is your class activity? Like Sami has made a map of his area, you're supposed to map. Okay, let's make a map of your house. Or if you are supposed to make a map of your house. So I'll be telling you that how you can make that. Let's say I'm making it like this. Over here, this is an entrance. Then there are two bedrooms over here. Okay, then this is a sitting area, so I'll be placing some sofas over here. It will show you that this is a sitting, this is the whole of a house, right? Over here there is this small gallery, and a gallery on this side as well. Then we have a kitchen over here. Let's make a stove over here so that it indicates that this is a kitchen. Then over here we have the drying room, and there are some sofas in the drying room as well. Okay, and this is the door of it. Like I have made this a random map of a house, you are supposed to make made the map of your house. Okay, hurry up, made it, and then show it to me. Let me know when you are done. Are you done, Sarah? Show it to me. Excellent. Yes, Vase, are you done? Show it to me. Wonderful. What about you, Amna? Hurry up, please. Okay, class. So all of you are done. That was all for today. What we have learned about the map. Now I want you to make a map of what is your home assignment. Like Sami has made a map of his area, you are supposed to make a map of your area. Go to your rooftops, look around you, make a picture of an area, and then made a map of that particular area that you have captured in a picture. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. Share this video with others because it's free learning. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Allah Hafiz.